They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
To the air on second down. And he dropped it. Just didn't work the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and look for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air, it's Kelly. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. The give out of the gun.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Motion from the wideout. He'll throw on third down. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. All tied up here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
It's 1st down from the 11. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. This is a little bit risky. Throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. from the gun. The give, looking for room. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Finds his tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, what a move. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's a draw. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Back's going for the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air, it's Kelly. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Under fire. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming.
Big time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He wants a big play here late.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Hooks. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Wants to keep it in the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots off.
Looking for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense coming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Huge field goal attempt could tie the game, and he'll have to make it through ear-splitting noise.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing up.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hold and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
He's tackled at the 25-yard line. Brings up second down.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Off the play fake on first down. And it's caught for the touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account, because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point splits the uprights. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Looking for a man, it's Kelly. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Gonna swing it on second down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Absolutely center cut. And now they take the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they got on first down. The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Third and goal, and get a pebble of that football across the plane, and the game's over. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The chip shot is perfect, and we'll go to another overtime period. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Gets it out fast. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Back to throw, it's Kelly. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
And here we go again. Goodness gracious, another tie ball game, another overtime. These teams just going back and forth, answering the call over and over again.
David, I hope you don't have a flight you have to catch after this game because we are going to be here a while. This is back and forth in overtime. Everybody's converting two-point plays. I don't even...
Trying to pay off the decision to go for two, and he will not. Down he goes with the sack, and we remain tied. Oh, there will be second guessing there. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. And another answer, we're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids.